Well, oh, we can talk to them. Okay, so I know we can get an egg here, so let's get an egg. Yes, sir. Thank you very much. We get the egg. Okay. We're going to go back and heal. And then I'm just going to check what Pokeballs we got, because I do want to check a couple of things. And I'm going to go underground. That's actually my current plan, is to go underground. We'll do a quick little transfer. I think we are going to just straight up get rid of Proboscis and Luxio. I don't even remember what I called it. There's the sound effects. They're back. That was a weird glitch that we had before with not having them. What can you do? Alright. Pokemon are... So, Proboscis. We got rid of you, and we'll get rid of Volty. I quite like the team we have now, though, with the current setup. So I think we're going to be fine with what we got. And I guess we'll just turn off Luxio, bloop, and turn off Dustox, bloop, until we have Pokemon to replace them in the team, I suppose. And I want to buy a Great Ball, at least one, just to have, but it'll hopefully also help. Maybe I should redeem the Quick Ball. I actually don't know where that is. When attempting to catch water or bug. I mean, that's not going to be very helpful. Let's just buy a couple of these. It's purely for experimentation, right? So, let's just buy 2 of them. And I'll buy a netball. That'll probably help me a bit. Buy 3 of them too. And a couple of super potions, I guess. I might buy... Let's buy 10 of these. See, we're not running out of money. Like, that's the thing. Like, definitely compared to the previous ones, there's not much. So, buy another few of these. I don't know that we're going to need too many more, but just... No. I wanted like 3 or 4. And the rest should be fine. Burn heals, actually. Again, not 13. This is what happens when you rush with a Pro Controller. Because the Pro Controller flicks back too much, so you end up looking in the direction you don't want. I love it, though. I prefer the Pro Controller to the Joy-Cons, especially these days. Having a nice, big, chunky controller to move around with is really good. Let's go back to the underground real quick. I should register it to another section of the... thank you. Explorer kit. Let's register... there. So I think what it's going to do... Yeah, it's taken on the Generation 6. You know what? Why the hell not? Let's enter the Grand Underground. Yes. Yep, that's fine. I actually did not realize you could... that was how it did, because obviously the last time it was just my first time. I just want to see if we can find another Pokemon down there. I'd love to find just something else to run with. Oh, I've just realized why it won't do that. Yeah, never mind. We'll go with local. We're gonna go local. Actually, I suppose we can. Look. Turn you on. Connect to my iPhone. It's not gonna want to because it only just turned on. Because I don't get Wi-Fi very well down this end of the house. I have a very long house. Yeah, don't bother. Nope. We're going to try again. One more time. I know it's there. We're going to try twice more. I know it's not going to connect this time. Just cancel. Just wait for... We'll count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there we go. I don't know why. It just needs time. Okay, we'll go to the internet on the internet. I'm just wanting to get to that big old spot. If we can find something cool in that big thing at the end of the underground, then I will be super happy. And I reckon that's good. Progress saved, attached, connected. Let's go underground. Alright. Quick check. Where everything is at right now. Where did we end up? Where did we end up? Oh, I'm all the way down here. And the Diglett counter thing resets? That's irritating. Alright. I have no idea. Oh, no, it doesn't. Okay, it just looked like it had. Get goods. Okay, pedestals, TMs. Water pulse is actually not bad. TM, I only have one of those. I don't have enough. Okay, cool. All I need to know is I don't have enough stuff. For now, that's enough. So I'm going to quickly zoom out of the map. Nope, don't want to go this way. What I'm kind of planning on... So that looks like there's a person online here. Or a special. Ooh, hello. How do I access what is clearly special and hidden? Like, you're actively shining and it's something I can't access for some reason. Why? Alright, let's run away then. Can I jump on my bike down here? No, apparently not. That's fine. Okay, so something about... I don't know. We're heading across, though. I just want to head to that new area. Hello. That is a Houndoom. Okay, the Pokeball appeared above my head. What does that mean? We're gonna run. What do you mean I couldn't get away? Alright, I'll use Zen Headbutt because I'm pretty sure it's... This one is actually... Tell me it's not half dark. I hate the dark poison type with a passion. I can't remember. That's the problem. Scrappi's actually kind of cool. But... Fine, then I'm trying to run away again. Screw it. I'm just running away. Stupid headphones. They're uncomfortable sometimes. Like, only after long sessions. I actually quite like it. Quite like them in general. I don't want to just straight up catch a Houndoom. I want a Houndour. But on the other hand, I already have a fire type. Kind of cool. This is a cool spot though. Alright, let's skip down here because, like I said, what I want to do is reach all the way across to that really big spot. Also to find... Oh, they're people sick with bases. Okay. That's what it is. So let's go through this area. I just really want to see what's in the giant spot and see what I can catch. I like that there's like tiny little areas like this where you can find like just sub areas within this big, like, so this is a cave area, but there's like grass up there. Kind of cool, you know? Could definitely be more like that. I explored the underground already, so I'm not going to go nuts on checking out stuff. It's going to take me a lot of private grinding, I think, to really get through it. Alright, I think it's just literally straight through this spot. I'm gonna have to do a lot of offline stuff because I think it's gonna be real fun. But if we can find a cool Pokemon floating in that giant area just there, I'm gonna be real happy. Alright, the desert. As an aside though, the one thing I will complain a little bit about is the Onix should be way bigger. They're tiny. Okay. So the blue dots are other people in the underground. Nice. The Diglett obviously has something, but I have no idea what. I would love to find out, but for the moment, that is not my primary concern. I think it would just take too long. Alright, here we go. Let's see what's in. Big Bluff Cavern. Okay, so far nothing particularly special. I might try and get a Scrappi since they're here. But this big one doesn't seem any different really to... Finding a TM is cool. This one just doesn't seem... I wanted to see if there was anything different, but apparently not. They're just big. That actually kind of saddens me a bit. I was really hoping there'd be more. What are you? Are you a Scyther? Those wings look Scyther-like. Hey, buddy. I kind of want you and don't. I think after all that, after running away from the last one, I want a Scrappi. Are there going to even be any... Okay, so I've got a Pokeball above my head. What does that mean? I don't know. We'll have to find out. I wonder if it means that we can catch this. Or, like, it's going to be easy to catch this. They're not even higher level. That's really interesting. Really interesting. All good. Well, level 29 was... I found something level 29 in previous gens, so... Or other previous areas, so I'm a bit confused. One more, and then I want to test my second thing, which is, so the Pokeballs. Because I don't agree with the pressing X to just press X and then you throw a Pokeball. I want to be able to select the Pokeball when I press X. So let's find out. Okay, it does do that, but when you only have Pokeballs, it's that's what it's going to do. Let's throw a Heal Ball. Why the hell not? Probably not going to work, but let's try. Heal Balls, my understanding, don't have like any bonuses to catch rate. It's just that they heal. So it's good to know, though, that it was just... Like, I kind of like that they do implement shortcuts like that, where just because I didn't have anything other than Pokeballs, they went, well, if you want to throw a ball, you want to throw a ball. However, the fact that you don't have the double press means that you can accidentally throw a Pokeball for no reason, so not particularly enthused about that particular feature. Especially when it meant something different in other games, so, yeah. Let's try and... Well, it's not Water or Bug, I don't know why I'm using a netball on it. I hope I catch it now, just for the lols. It's like when I caught the I think I caught a Landorus, it was, in a Pokemon, a Randomizer Nuzlocke. I caught a Landorus in a netball, I think it was. No, it wasn't a netball, it was a... It had like clouds on it, I think. I can't remember. Anyway, it is what it is. Alright, let's just throw Pokeballs. I do want better ones, but it's just not quite what we're going to get out of this. Come on, just catch it. If I want to catch it, then I want it. It is... Wait. That was... Oh, whatever. We're going to knock it out. We're going to knock it out now. So what's with the... Yep. That was wonderful. Well done. Good job. Good job, Pillow. Not quite what I meant to do. So I'm going to have to try another one. It's not like it's a... Yeah, so why... Unless that's like the indication of... You haven't caught this yet and you should. I guess it is. Because it hasn't shown up on any other one. Yeah, run away. See ya. I know it seems strange that I'm doing that, but I had a level 29, alright? I at least want a level 27 if I can wrangle it. What is that? I think it is. You should try to catch this. I don't know why, but that's the only impression I get. Let's use high... fine, I'll catch a level 25. Is it only because it was level 29 that it was doing that? What is wrong with my arm today? Yeah, it doesn't matter. Probably a lay down on it weird earlier. Ooh, that was a bit stronger than I thought. Let's just throw balls at it. I'm gonna go find us a... Excuse me, a Sprite. To shove in. Did I attack it? This is what happens when you... Yep, definitely attacked it. This is great. Because I'm half in 2 different brains. While searching. Okay, let's just heal. Super potion. Interesting. Sometimes the sound effects disappear. Not totally sure why. I believe there was a Scrapy up the top. If not, I almost don't care. Yay! And it's telling me to catch it, so I will. Alright, let's... save here. So I now have a Scrapy that we're going to chuck into the score, and a Drapion. I need to save Drapion as well if we're going to catch it. We'll have its evolution at some point, probably. So we'll save both of these sprites. Alright. Don't do it wrong. And drop. saved. And hopefully that has stopped being all jerky. Nice! Alright, so instead of Shinx... what are we going to call it? What's a good name for a scorpion? I guess... I don't know. Scrub. That's rude. Calling it scrub. I'm being mean to it. But it's a scrub. I'm thinking what they hide in. Like, they hide in the scrub. So, yeah. I don't know why that was the first thing that came to mind. There it is. Sitting down the bottom with the rest of the team. Alright, can I exit? Not that exit. Y was the button. Got. Let's get out of here. Okay, so that just proved to be, unfortunately, not as eventful as I was hoping for. Let's just get going, I suppose. Let's see, what do we do? I wonder if they've implemented the joggers again. I kind of didn't like the joggers. I kind of preferred the... It's because I wasn't paying attention. Breeders, man. I hate this trainer class. 6 Pokemon? No, 3. That's acceptable. Back in Gen 3, they were the second worst trainer in the game. Breeders were. The worst trainer in the world was the one with 6 Magikarp. And they love to put 6 Magikarp in these games. And I don't know why. Only someone at Game Freak knows why, that's it. But I hate it. I find it so stupid. It is the literal waste of time in a Pokemon game. 6 Magikarp grants you maybe 300 experience if you're lucky. 6 Magikarp. And it just wastes so much time and power points. Hate it. Anyway, forgetting that one. Breeders were the second worst because they had, like, in an area where it was, say, level 18, 19 Pokemon, they had level 11 Pokemon and they had 6 of them, and it's the same problem. You get maybe 50 let's say 100 experience per Pokemon, but it's just such a waste of time when you could have fought 2 Pokemon, gotten the same amount of experience at the other level. Hated it so much. So, this isn't bad. I think they probably changed breeders, if I remember, because they introduced so many more baby Pokemon. They probably changed breeders to be baby Pokemon. Now, you get strength at the top of the Ghost Tower, don't you? They introduced Miss Magius in this. I can't remember how it evolves. Not gonna lie. I'm just wondering if I should catch one. Am thinking of. Not guaranteeing. So, did they treat you as the same as they used to? They did. They'll fight you on revisits, or they fight you later in the day. He did say, do you jog in the morning? Uncertain. I assume I've always just assumed they fight you on revisits, i.e. after their jog. Very interesting concept as a trainer class, you know? Not something I personally would probably do. I really should revive. I've just realized I haven't revived Sinnoh. Whoops. I haven't actually... Good, I was going to say, I haven't actually tried to use multiple Pokemon in this setting, so I wasn't sure, but Hyper Voice does hit both. Seems good to me. Because I know round builds, and it builds even more if your partner uses it, so you can do round and round and round and round. Very handy. But obviously we're not trying to build up a round right now. Yeah. I'm trying to remember. So we have to get strength from the top of that building. Let's use Hyper Voice again, just so we can knock out Mime Jr., I think. Should be fine. So we have to take on that tower. I think we can avoid most of the trainers in it. Just go up the tower in general. As long as we get strength out of it. And we might be able to... I'm not sure, but we might be able to move escape rope from it. So we probably don't even have to walk back down. That's what I'm hoping. But we will go and revive Marsh at that place. The place that is the... I'm tapping my fingers. You probably can't hear it. But I am tapping them. See, this is why I don't quite like the, Oh, you have a Ghastly next to you. Interesting. Can we talk to you? Wait, what did you always want to see? I did not see what he always wanted to see. It was a statue? Alright, I'll fight you. He wanted to see a statue of some kind. Must have been just an ordinary Pokemon statue. That's funny. I assumed he was going to say something about his Ghastly. 5? Why do you go 5? I do like this. I find that funny, though. Cowgirl trainer type. I assume there's a cowboy trainer type, too, somewhere around. You never know with this stuff, though. But this is the endemic I'm talking about. She's level 14. In this area, 5 level 14 Pokemon ain't gonna cut it. Like, it's not a challenge, so what's the point of having that type of trainer? The experience yield is not as good as fighting... it's probably better in this particular case, but it's just... You don't need to fight low-level Pokemon at this point. That's what I'm saying. Mind you, if she keeps having a level up on each one, and maybe that was the whole point. I don't know. I didn't realize how much thought was actually put into a lot of trainer classes, to be really honest. I learned about this not that long ago, within the last few months, where it's things like, let's say in Pokemon Let's Go, and one of my favorite trainer classes in that is the Gambler. And the Gambler is, he's like 10, got Pokemon with 10 levels higher usually than yours. Of the area anyway, and uses one-hit KO moves. So there's a 30% chance it's going to hit you, and he's got more defense and HP than your Pokemon likely have at that point. It's actually really clever and really well done. So yeah, bit of a thing, you know? Okay, so you're actually okay, because you're raising up the Pokemon with each level, so that's perfect. I'm hoping to just use Round a few times. I reckon that'll be the best way to defeat Bitter, this Round builds. Yeah, so I wonder if the Cowgirl trainer type, the reason I brought that up is I wonder what the Cowgirl trainer type is, like, indicative of. Because the breeder was usually indicative of I have a lot of Pokemon. I think they changed that to I have a lot of baby Pokemon, like young Pokemon, in Generation 4. And I am uncertain what they tried to do with, like, the Cowgirl and the Cowboy type 1. Just because I haven't seen it and I haven't planned it. Anyway, let's get up to Solaceon. And then we'll go up the tower, because we'll need strength at some point, so we'll go get strength in the tower. And then we'll head around to Marlene, I think. Marlene. We're not as far as I thought. That's just because I played in the underground for about half an hour. The underground is fun. I have to admit, I wasn't super interested in the concept. It's the same as contests. I know I'm not massively interested right now in the concept. Nope. Damn it. That was because I was trying to dodge the trainers. Stupid bike. Bike is a little bit too, je ne sais quoi. Knock it out. May as well. Get the experience. Yeah, the bike is just a little bit too uncontrollable. I don't like that. It's kind of a catch-22. I don't like that the slower gear is basically the same as running, but I don't like that the faster gear is so hard to control with, you know, a control stick. Right, we're just trying to dodge these two. I just want to revive Psyduck more than anything. Come on. Interesting, that's the mark. Okay, I kind of preferred when there was only... And again, I'm comparing to Sword and Shield, so it's a bit difficult here, because obviously they had a lot more to implement of the same style when you come back to this. But, so as in, there's more items that they want to register, that sort of thing. So this is... I feel like the Gen 6 concept is correct in this scenario. But in my head, I'm still going, oh, can we just have one registered item? Because the plus button for the bike is literally all I want. I rarely want to register anything else. Maybe the rod, if I'm doing a long fishing chain. That sound. I should not be so happy about that sound. The thing that really makes me happy, though, is the Pokemon out of the Pokeballs. Look at it. Look at it. Like, seriously, it does make me happy when I think about that. So, I'm so glad they implemented that. I'm so glad that that's going to be a thing. It was my favorite part of Let's Go. I hope we can ride on some. Like, that's the thing that I'm not sure that they're going to implement. Okay, the guy on the left looks like generic man number 1. Most average human being around. That's not a bad thing. It's just funny to me. And maybe I shouldn't laugh at it, but it really is funny to me. It's just, I am generic man. I've been listening to a podcast lately. It's been around for a few months now, so there's actually quite a few episodes of it, and it's like hour to an hour and a half episodes at a time, called Unprepared Casters. It's a D&D podcast. Really good. I highly recommend it. Of course I do. I listen to it. If I didn't like it, I wouldn't listen to it. You know, it's one of those things. But legitimately, I don't think I could talk up a podcast as much as this because it's just been super fun listening to. Anyway, the first arc they did, like the first six episode arc they did, there was a character who was called Mr. Person, and the way he was described by his by the player was he is the most average person. Just literally imagine that generic thing. Hang on, what's Fake do? No. Yes, I do want to give up on it. It's actually better to have Fury swipes. You just don't get through to protect. He just looks like generic man. He really does. All I can imagine, average man. Are you a priest? Oh no, you're a bald man. I thought you were a priest for some reason. Okay, let's go up, because I know strength is at the top of the tower. We'll just avoid as many as possible. Why can't the Pokemon walk outside their Pokeballs outside of battle? So inside of, like, buildings? I don't understand. Like, I understand for big ones, but I've got a friggin' Swablu. It's tiny. I suppose it can't fit through these graves, but... you can skip a lot in here, apparently. That is news to me. Yeah, so Mr. Person. The description was, like, when you do a character creation, when you actually, like, in a video game, you do character creation, and they have the generic person at the start, that's Mr. Person. That's how you imagine him. I love it. I absolutely freaking love the concept. Even better, he thinks he's a knight because he did some training with the Royal Guard. So he gets everyone around him to call him Sir Mr. Person. Sir Mr. Person is legitimately the best name I have ever heard. The best joke character I think I have ever heard. Sir Mr. Person. So yeah, it's worth watching the podcast just for that. Anyway, that's what that guy reminded me of. Mr. Person. He is just the most average I could imagine. And the thing about a character like that made it really fun is that he plays up into that averageness so well, but at the same time shows that uniqueness of the fact that, hey, just because you are average does not mean that it is, you know, like, there are still personality traits, there are still details. It's like, you imagine yourself to be average. It does not make you average. And I actually quite like that. It's not like a lesson that they actively sat there and went, and we're trying to teach you a lesson about all this stuff. I'm just going to go this way. Of course it did. It's just more that, like, when you actually, like, watch the podcast, you can sit there and go, Mr. Person had a lot of impact on this campaign, helped save someone, and ultimately wound up being a hero in his own right. Like, it's just what I took away from it. It's like, because they were sort of talking about it, it's like, there's a certain point where, like, being that average person has a uniqueness in your averageness. Just because you could literally be called average, the middle of everything, you're the perfectly middling height, you're the perfectly middling, so perfectly middling height, perfectly middling, you know, weight, you are, you know, just a guard at the docks, there's nothing special about you whatsoever. There's still something there, and I kind of like that as a message. Like, they don't bring it up as that message. Like I said, they're not sitting there trying to preach to you or anything. But yeah, it's just one of those times when I actively sat there and go, oh, I kind of like how that played out. Watching this person become just stronger, you know. stronger in their own right. So it's kind of cool. And that's kind of like Pokemon. I like the idea of the evolution from something like average and tiny and just almost silly into something stupid powerful. You know, Swablu is one of my favorites in that regard. A nice little upgrade from the tiny little, like, blue robin thing with cloud wings into this dragon. Like, yeah, that's good to me. I do love Swablu. I haven't... Look, I have no illusions that Generation 3 is my favorite. I wish I was around as a content creator back when Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire came out. That would have been my dream, ideal time, I reckon. I love those games so much. But that's fine. It is what it is. To be fair, Emerald still holds the biggest place in my heart. I believe I would have been in my late teens when Emerald came out. Mid-teens, probably. Not sure. Can't remember anymore. It has been a long time. No, we don't care about Soak. Soak is actually very handy, just not right now. It's a very specific move that I would like to use. So average. I don't know why that's what I focus on. Hey, look, it's average, man. It's exactly what I was talking about. Anyway. Getting used to the spacing of the person is... it's taking me a while. I do wish there was a way to turn off the running when you want to do focused movement. But that's me not quite knowing how to deal with my own movement yet. I'm very used to the... like, they don't really give you this tight of a spot normally. Now that I'm looking at it, I think that's part of the problem, is it's normally not this tight. It's normal. You normally have a setup in these games where you've got the wide open spaces to run. You're not really meant to run in a place like this. Normally you would, you can, but you're not likely to. You're able to. That's where holding the B button to run was actually a better system. Whereas opposed to slow. So can I? So the D-pad will walk you. That's good to know. And I know you can move slowly by just slightly tilting the control stick rather than doing the big thing. Anyway, stories for another time. I am a little disappointed that the big spots on the map were just big spots. I wish there was more to them than that. I do wish there was a lot more to them than that. Anyway, let's get strength. That's the whole reason I came up here. Grab strength, go down to the bottom of the tower. We'll probably use an escape rope if we can, just to get out of here quickly. Alright, let's get out of here. Oops. Lost Tower, Spirit Tower. TM96. And you should give me strength, right? Yes, great. The hidden move app allows you to put boulders. Good, thank you. Oh, and you give me a spell tag, which may come in very handy soon. Cleanse tag, maybe. Not spell tag, cleanse tag. Can I use an escape rope? Oi. Yes, we can. I like that it's still the spinning animation. I kind of wish it, like, threw the rope down now. Like, that wouldn't have been a hard thing to implement. I don't think. Alright. Ah! Let's see. I am going to talk to the daycare. Okay, seriously. That is going to bother me. I'm probably going to take the Explorer kit off register and that'll solve it. Let's just do that. I'll see if that is what's going to solve it in a minute. Deregister. I'm probably not going to go down very much now. But now that I've checked it out, we're going to keep going. No. Okay, so we'll talk to you. If I talk to the daycare man... Not you, Swablu, sorry. Okay, so maybe get it until after. I don't think there's any point in going to the ruins. Good, this is long grass. We'll battle these ones. The main reason I'm doing this, because I'm going to skip a lot of stuff, and ultimately I'll choose to battle all of these trainers later. But there is a spot where if you just bike up and down, straight up and down through this town, it is very easy to get a lot of steps in. So this is probably where I'll be breeding a lot. So yeah, I'm quite looking forward to that. Very, very soon we will go. I'm going to research I don't know how soon we're going to know the info. It's, what, 4 hours into the game being released? So I don't know how soon we'll have the info on shiny Pokemon stats, how the, like, shiny Pokemon chances, whether there's even a shiny charm in the game this time, how to obtain it. All of that stuff I would like to get to know. We won't get to know that for a while. I love that you can find these Pokemon though. Let's just kill stuff. Water zone. Ooh. Nice. Nice. I actually like that as the thing. So yeah, I will battle you too, because it's going to be annoying to battle you later. No. It's fine, Swablu. It's fine, Swablu. Thank you. I did not know that they were going to make it. Like, and don't get me wrong, I think I saw the Pokemon running around after, but I didn't realize that it was so soon that you could access it. Maybe they'd always done it and I've just forgotten. I didn't go to Amity Square in my Nuzlocke playthrough. Anyway. I don't think Zen Headbutt's very good against fairies. I honestly can't remember. Excuse me. Thankfully, it doesn't really matter, I suppose. They are low-level Pokemon. I might swap Psyduck and put Monferno at the top. Actually, I kind of need Psyduck because Zen Headbutt's going to be the one. Zen Headbutt's probably what we're going to need against... I want to call her Marilyn. It's incorrect. Marlene? It's too similar a name. That can't be right. Neither of those can be right. Either way, we'll figure it out. Yeah, let's just defeat that. Are you serious? Let's go with Pillow. I like that I named him Scrub. It's such a dumb name. Okay. What can I think about? I think we're pretty much prepared for everything that's about to come up. It's not going to be too far. I know I got rid of all Pokemon that had grass moves, or... Pillow can probably learn an electric move, now that I think about it. Maybe Pillow can learn Shockwave. Maybe. I'm not sure of that. Not certain of that. If not, Monferno can definitely learn Grass Knot, so we will have something to use against the Pokemon in that place that I can't remember what it's called. I'm going to have a quick look to see if that is even possible. TMs. So I had Shockwave, I think. Nothing can learn Bullet Seed. Can learn Grass Knot, like I said. Cut, Beat, Attract. Volt Switch can't be. Shockwave can't be. Low Sweep, yes. Okay. So probably it is going to be Grass Knot at this point. Unless we find something in the grass that really... and then I'm going to buy... Come on, in you go. I'm going to buy something very special that I absolutely love buying at this point in the game, which is... 500 a bottle. I will take 10. Moo Moo Milk is so good, and is so good for such a long portion of the game. We will take 10. And I will take one more set of 10. I'll buy 10 for 5,000. You'd think they'd give us a discount because we're buying in bulk. Just saying. Let's give you a discount. I'm a good customer. I've got 30 of them. Alright. Now, is that the slow setting? No. I like that little connection to the Rotom bike. Okay. It's 4 o'clock. I'm not going to be slathering honey on trees. I've got, I think, 6 or 7 trees that's basically from 8 o'clock onwards, or from 7:45 onwards, I need to go and check. So, hopefully we find a female combi on one of them. It's going in the team whether I want to or not. If it's a male combi, no. But Vesper Queen is my queen, and I cannot ignore her for any reason. Okay. Once again, my most hated enemy is this stupid Pokemon. Always seems to be able to just handle so much damage and then dish out stuff with Confuse Ray, and I hate it so much. It's a great Pokemon, don't get me wrong, but it just bothers me so much. It is not something I desperately want to be trying to fight against a lot of the time. Alright. And see that? It's so defensive! Which is something I like to have for survivability's sake, but you end up hurting yourself only because they've confused you or something. Like, it doesn't do much damage to you, but then it'll Confuse Ray you, and you can't deal enough damage back to it. It just kills me. It's such a good Pokemon in that. I just never want to play with one because it feels so stally. Alright, anyway. I don't know, I don't like Bronzor. If you can't figure it out, I personally don't like it. I will play with one, but I don't like it. Also, I've never found one. I totally would use it if I could find it. I don't know where they are. At all. It's all good. It's all good. Shieldon's fine. Rock and Steel I should have used Power Up Punch. But that's okay. We'll do that in the next attack. Sorry, excuse me. Oh, I am getting very tired. I do not want to stop. My initial plan was to play until I finish, but I have 2 badges in 4 hours. So, maybe not. Maybe not. We'll see how fast we get through it. There's certain points where it definitely gets faster. Randomly finding an Ether. You give us the TM for payback in the old games. Do you do so again? I'm not sure. That looks like payback. I think that's TM66 with payback. Let's see. Run around here. We can skip that battle by using Cut. I love that. I do love that it's like, hey, a wild Bidoof came to help you. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. I'm wanting to use... Okay, I think navigating the menus is going to be a D-pad thing. Let's go. Oh, okay, well I have to fight a trainer anyway. Did not realize. What do you know? Perfect. Let's see. So yeah, we're pretty well planned. I think... What are other people? I don't know Aquatail. Okay. Let's just go to Blaze. Let's go to Blaze. I want something like Aerial Ace, or I need some sort of flyer, I reckon. Well, I mean, I have a flyer, but it needs to, like, not scrub. What was Swablu called again? Point is, Swablu needs to learn another attack. Needs to learn a flying attack. Something like, probably not Wing Attack. I don't think it does learn Wing Attack, but something like Aerial Ace would actually be really good. I don't actually know what it learns at this point. Okay, for an effective attack, that was not very strong. That should put us into Blaze range though, so maybe we'll have some decent damage. That was a lot of damage, nice. Blaze boost is quite important sometimes. In this case, it's very important. But I do not really want to be in that position very much. I mean, I shouldn't worry as much as I do. This isn't a Nuzlocke. I suck at Nuzlocks, but not in normal playthroughs. Because it's okay to, you know, to die sometimes. Like, when you actually stop and look at how often your Pokemon actually faint in a real playthrough, it's not very much. Especially because you've been grinding them and raising them and building them up to be better and better and better every time. Ah, are you serious? You got to use Faint before me? Were we in a speed tie or something? Probably. That's okay. Blaze isn't important. I mean, it is, but it isn't. I wish he didn't have Meta types, that's all. If he had any other fighting types, I would be fine using Psyduck. I can always say. So, what was I getting at? I was getting at... something. It'll come to me. Let's see. I kind of want to sing, but because I'm in that frame of mind right now. I'm like, I could sing, but I can't sing on Twitch. It's not the place to sing, sadly, because of the whole DMCA stuff. But I have been singing a little bit lately, which is actually kind of cool. Like, for me, it means I'm a little bit happier. Like, just because I had a bad day the other day doesn't mean I'm not happy. It's actually kind of cool. Yeah, and it'll help when things sort of settle down a bit more. And things have moved. I've moved and I've gotten all that stuff sorted, and then this, all this stuff can be like set up in a proper layout with a proper background and everything. I'm actually really looking forward to that more than anything. It's gonna be good. You feigned a loss. Yeah, sure, buddy. You tell me that again. You faked your loss. Look, I'm not gonna bother with the berries. There's way too many berry trees. Screw it. I can look through that instead of that. May as well cut it down. Alright. I actually don't know what's behind here. I never picked it up. Shockwave. Oh. Didn't I find that in the underground? Doesn't matter. You're a jogger. For some reason you've stopped though. Blow a full heal. And who's at the front of my party? Who needs healing? I don't think I have revives yet, do I? Nope. Stop it. Just a normal potion will do. Let's use it on pillow. And bloop, away we go. May as well do the double battle. I love double battles. They are, I'm not good at them. I'm never prepared for them because you don't get enough of them in game to actually make you sit there and go, I should prepare for double battles. You just sort of use whatever you got. But I have to admit, I would love to properly do a double battles thing. I think you can come up with some really fun and impressive strategies if you were in that scenario. Definitely not something I've done before though. So yeah. Did Psyduck flinch? He flinched. Of course he did. Alright, let's do the same thing as we did a second ago. I've been, definitely been looking at a lot of stuff lately. There's so much going on, but I think I've said it all. That's what makes it difficult. I'm trying to think of, like, what's gone on lately, but I really haven't gone out all that much, like, aside from going to work, which was awesome. Like, aside from, like, the COVID scare, which wasn't even really a scare, because the guy who was out sick, or the two people who were out sick, did not display COVID symptoms. They were just sick. Now, that doesn't mean we didn't take it seriously, separate point, but we all had the antigen tests and... Nah, people moves. We all had the antigen tests, we all had everything set up so that was sort of all taken care of, so that we could, know we were okay. And his test, both of those guys' tests actually did come back negative, so that was good. I was pretty happy about that. Okay, I don't like the Intimidate, but I think that's okay. I'm trying to think. I think I need to swap you. I haven't actually thrown Scrub into battle, so in you go. And let's just Hyper Voice again. I think as we build it up. Yeah, so as I was saying, I'm talking about that scare. But, like, it's, we're at the point where, and I don't mean to diminish it in any way, but we're at the point. Did that really take me down to low health already? Damn, son. Oh, no, not already. Good enough for me. So it was her. It was Pillow. Try again after we've healed. Yeah, so we did all the right things, and we're at that point because you can't even get onto a work site at this point in time unless you've been double vaccinated, especially for a lot of companies, the majority of companies. So it's a bit of an issue. Things that we've been slowly taking care of. So, we're pretty comfortable that even if something went wrong, we would all be fine. So nothing happened. It wasn't even COVID. We just all knew we needed to be prepared for the chance that we were all gonna get kicked off site. So I have to admit, it's like, I don't know, I've never been super scared of the idea of getting it. I know it can be dangerous, do not hear me wrong, I'm not diminishing it, as I said, but I've just never been super scared of the of getting it. So practically speaking, like, I'm just like, okay, cool, we're double vaxxed, we're as protected as we can be, and let's finish the job. We literally had the discussion of, because it was the last day of filming, it's like, look, if we test positive right now, you have to send us all home. So why don't we take the test at the end of the day? It was literally the discussion we had. Because it means it's done. If we've already been exposed, we've already been exposed. It was literally that moment. And then if we tested positive at the end of the day, which again, none of us did, no one did, then, you know, so that's that story. But that's really it. The only story that I've really got of late that's interesting, because I've talked about Aladdin Jr. a lot over the streams the last few days. And that was super fun. I like Aladdin Jr. Really good. Probably one of the better Disney shows. Disney Junior shows, because a lot of the Junior shows cut out everything, and it pisses me off. But they cut out important stuff, and literally you will have dialogue. All it is the main script cut down. Like, it's the cheapest thing you've ever seen. And I hate it. But it is what it is, you know? Disney is smart like that. I don't know why, in my head, there was something else in that area. I am about to sneeze again. Give me 1 second. It's gonna come sooner or later, but anyway. Sorry. Sneeze never came. That was really good. I had it just sitting there with the sneeze never came. Okay. So what I was saying was is probably one of the Disney movies, because it hasn't really got much to cut out in the first place. Aladdin is not a particularly long musical, and all of the main numbers and all of the main things sort of stuck in there. I actually thought they had done something major, because it didn't seem like they had done the second wish, and it's because it literally comes and goes in a second. And Jafar's whole scene is over in, like, his 3 wishes are over in, like, 20 lines, less than 20 lines. So it's cut down. It's just that it's not as bad as it seems. Oh, we kept the wall puzzle. Nice. Okay, so look, I don't see any reason not to fight if we have to, but I would like to not if we can avoid. Now, the movement is a lot harder than it used to be. That's for sure. It's not squares. Its running is very too easily triggered. Like, if you wanted to go slowly, you really struggle. I'm just getting used to the movement. I want to get used to the movement, because there's no reason to not be happy with the movement. Oh, goddamn Metatites. Like, Metatite is actually a great fighting type Pokemon, just quietly. Well, screw you two. Alright. See what Pillow can do. I still want to go with Mark. Yeah, let's see what Pillow can do. Let's go with some special attacking. Alright, it's fine. It's fine. Let's go with Hyper Voice. Alright, can't sing. I sing and I'm out of time by a second or something. Irritates me to no end. I'm gonna see if there's revives in that, not Pokemon Center, in the, because this is the town with the, there we go. I'm gonna see if there's any revives in that area, in that thing. Veilstone has a mart, one of those big marts. I've forgotten what they're called now. Department stores, that's right. Okay, you can slow down. You do walk if you walk like this. Okay, what I like here is that they have these. Do you have revives? Yes. Right, since we're near a Pokemon Center already, let's just buy a lot. We'll heal up again, but like maybe Psyduck isn't going to be the best to lead. I kind of don't have a... Well, I do have a choice. I just thought it'd do better than that. If they keep using Metatytes, I'm going to get annoyed. Metatite, like I said, Metatite's a good Pokemon, just not the best for the scenario that we're in terms of we want to use Zen Headbutt. I like that you can just get these Pokemon like, in the underground. It's actually really cool. Alright, let's see what we can do. Okay, bam, bam. I don't think there's delay. I wonder if that's it. No, it's pretty responsive. I'm just trying to figure out why I'm having such trouble with the movement. And I think it is literally just the physical... Oh, right. You are so easy to dodge, it's not funny. And then you send that back. Come on. Yeah, finesse is not the strength of this thing. We do actually need to go to the other side. Or do you? Maybe you don't. I do prefer this one to the Platinum one, though. Oh my gosh, I hated the Platinum one. It hurts so much. Okay, so you can't go through there. Come back through here. In my head, that went very differently. Look. Why do you... Oh, I see. You do have to push it back that way. Never mind. I probably shouldn't have done that then. Wait. Yeah. Dodgy time. Up. Over. Push. And then we run back down here. Cool. So we do actually want to dodge this out of the way so that we can dodge this out of the way. Here. Which is fine. And then we want to push it back so that we can... Can we actually push this one? Yes, it just doesn't feel like you can. And then we run back over. The puzzle's actually quite interesting, this one. Definitely better than the punching bag one in the Platinum version of this gym. Oh, I hate that one. There is no reason that they should ever have done that one at all. It just dumb. No. It's dumb. No. Is the answer. Ah, you got me. My fault. My fault. Alright, so, pretty sure we got this one in the bag. As long as Psyduck can deal some damage, we'll find out. But otherwise, I think Monferno can more or less handle it. Worst case scenario, I really should teach, actually. I might teach him Grass Knot regardless. And then, yeah, I think that should solve a lot of our issues. Because they're pretty heavy. Most of the fighting types, pretty heavy. Grass Knot's going to be a good move. I don't think at this point in the game they've yet started to... I think Marlene? It's Marlene, isn't it? The fighting type gym leader. She doesn't really branch out of her typing, unlike all the others later in the game. Seriously, Azumarill in the Steel Gym, just no. Same with the Elite Four. Wait. I had a memory about the Elite Four. I literally sat there and went, wait a minute, I remember that they do that. Like, I shouldn't remember, I didn't look it up, I haven't seen it. But I just had that memory that they actually do have, like, counters to their types in their team. So if it's like, again, I only know one, and I only know it because I'm pretty sure when he said Hot Shot 1,000 times, he's the fire type guy. But I'm pretty sure he has a Pokemon that is strong against water types in his party. Let's see. Let's just go with Blaze. May as well. Psyduck doesn't have a chance. I wish it had a chance, but it doesn't. I'm taking my headphones off for a bit. Yeah, so sorry if I miss any audio cues or any audio things, but oh my gosh, hearing the delayed audio is actually driving me insane, so... And I can't fix it, I cannot fix it, and it's killing me. So, literally would need a reset, and it happened so, excuse me, so early on. Water needed. Definitely needed. Alright, let's get through this. Definitely time to get through this. That is far too much damage for what I should have been taking, so we might have a problem with this gym. Might have a problem with this gym. God, I need to get a haircut. Look at my hair. So puffy. I have such thick hair. This is such a weird thing to talk about, but I have such thick hair that, like, legitimately, I do not end up having, I don't end up having, like, enough. When it gets, like, this length, it's just too puffy and too thick. Like, it's not even that long, it's long enough. Like, for me, it's just too long. Just that simple. Okay, I'm gonna try Flame Wheel. And we're gonna go with that and keep going from there. Thank you, hair. You can sit flat now. Anyway, I have to admit, I'm due for a haircut, I just don't have the funds. Like, it sucks to literally sit there and go, oh, I had the funds, and then everything came out of my account the other day. So I didn't have the funds. I was literally planning on going to a haircut on Thursday. Like yesterday. But I didn't have money. So I've more or less decided I'm just going to put my head down to number 8 myself, and I wish I didn't have to, but I think that's what I've got to do, because I'm not going to be able to... It's not that I'm not going to be able to necessarily anytime soon, but there is no point in spending the money if I find myself in the same situation again. I can't spend the money because I might need it elsewhere. One of the problems with still owning your own house that you tried to sell 8 months ago, 6 months ago, 7 months ago, forget. I tried to sell it in June, so I tried to sell it a bit under 6 months ago. Okay. But that is most definitely story another day. Sorry for hitting the mic, by the way. Okay, Marsh is probably not going to do the job. And I hate to say it, that probably means it doesn't have a place on the team. I don't generally like to swap Pokemon around too much. But Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee really encourages that. And so I've started to do it a little. Not tons, but just like swapping things in and out. There's no point in saving. Let's go. I do want to save soon, though, because we haven't saved in a while, and yeah. Thank you. We'll talk to it is Marlene? Maylene. I was right. It was Maylene. I was correct. That's not something I thought I would say. Alright, let's just battle very seriously then, Maylene. I don't know why I didn't think it was Maylene. Anyway, we'll go through, let's see, where will we go? Verity Lakefront? Probably. I guess, I mean, we're past the need for a Psychic type after this, so... I don't want to go for the tried and true Gyarados. That's what's got me in my head. I don't really want to go for a Gyarados at this point. Because I've kind of done that already. I've done it before, you know? Don't want to go for Gyarados. Did you use Light Screen or Reflect? Light Screen, that's fine. Because unfortunately, we are going for all physical attacks. I've been thinking about what to... oh, wait, I say I've been thinking about. I have not been thinking about. I am going to read a particular book series soon. I'm super looking forward to the release of Cytonic, the next Brandon Sanderson novel. I've been waiting for, like, he didn't release it last year, and for a good reason. That wasn't what I meant to use, but that's okay. Screech is fine. Like, Screech is fine, it just isn't really helpful for right now. Sadly, so... Oof, that hurt. As long as we hit it hard with the Zen Headbutt, we're fine. What was I saying? Cytonic. So, I know I've talked about Brandon Sanderson on stream before, but I'm totally going to give it another plug. Again, not like no sponsorship or anything, none of that exists. But it's just legitimately, I love reading this guy. If you like high fantasy, you will love reading Brandon Sanderson. He wrote The Way of Kings, which is the one that most people know him for. Way of Kings, great book. Great series, rather. A couple of wrong things here or there, like the someone really interesting who likes to analyze this sort of stuff. Like and I say wrong things. The magic system is impeccable. Magic systems in Brandon Sanderson's world are impeccable. He's the guy who literally wrote the book on it. Well, I say literally wrote the book, literally wrote the essay on it. Like he is the guy that you look to learn how to write magic systems. He made great magic systems. So Brandon Sanderson, go look him up. Way of Kings is really good. Like the one thing that was sort of an issue is 1,000 years is a long enough time for stuff to sort of fall apart, like legends to fall apart, and they act like the way it's written is apparently just a little bit inaccurate in that regard. A guy named a YouTube channel named Hello Future Me analyzes a lot of that stuff, and it's actually really cool. I know I'm not doing very well in this battle, by the way. I am very aware. I'm looking at it, and I just know it's not doing that good. Let's go with this. Let's go with Pillow. Hopefully we can win. That's all I really want at this point, is I just want to win. So we'll Dragon Breath and hope that we paralyze it. Maybe I should have sung at it. I don't think... Holy crap, dude. It's a neutral because it's half flying, like... And that's what I don't like about most flying types, is that they are partially... We got the paralysis, though. Can I revive? I do want to revive, so let's first things first. Let's revive. I don't think Psyduck is the right answer, but... I don't think any of my Pokemon are the right answer. Actually, no, because... Is Lucario a pure fighting, or is it part steel? I have this moment of not knowing. Anyway, Way of Kings, great book. Mistborn, incredible series. Sorry, Way of Kings, great series. Mistborn, incredible series. Like, come on. Down, go. Incredible series. Like, you really should watch it. Read it. Long, epic fantasy series based on the idea of metal and being able to, like, in a way, think of it like metal bending in Avatar: The Last Airbender, but much cooler. So, and it's not metal bending at all. You know what? Ignore that comment. But like, it's that kind of magic is dealing with metals. So, and then there's different ways of interacting in that metal depending on what type of person you are, essentially. So, for instance, so I'm going to revive Blaze, and I'm going to revive Psyduck again, and hope to do well here. Yeah, you are, but so am I. None of my Pokemon really have that strength against you, so we're going to revive Blaze, and hopefully revive Psyduck. I don't know if we're going to survive any hits from you. We are, actually. That's interesting. I possibly could. Why did you integrate that again? That's one thing I despise, because it's very easy to misclick when you're not paying as much attention as you maybe should be. And I've accidentally just used a revive on a Pokemon that didn't need it, and it went through. And I hate that as an option. I don't want to be able to waste items. Especially when you know, practically, that people wouldn't do that. Like, I don't think it's like, it won't have any effect is a legitimate excuse to not let you use an item. Anyway, rant over. Let's hope Flame Wheel's enough. I want a Power Up Punch. Let's try Power Up Punch. And the reason I'm thinking it is Power Up Punch twice will be better than Flame Wheel once. Yeah. We'll Flame Wheel twice, I think. Of course. Lucario's just so strong. Are you frigging with me? You are, right? Alright, moving on. I'm gonna have to revive you again, aren't I? Either that or I'm gonna have to try this fight again, which I do not want to do. Reset the gym puzzles when you leave. Sell them. You gotta redo them again and again, and I don't like it. Anyway, Mistborn, fantastic series. All about metal, not bending metal, working with the magic of metal. So, if you were I forget what they're called, the, Alamancer, you ingest metal and burn it. You ingest metal and burn it, and that gives you certain powers, and they are very much in the way of powers like the ability to push and pull on metal. If you... Okay, let's just try Maylene again. I want to see if we can beat Maylene here. As we are, rather than trying to raise up another level or two. And there's no reason we shouldn't be able to, but apparently I just can't. I love that they, like, Swablu is still technically flying behind me. I mean, it just teleported then, but I saw it, like, around the corner, and that was kind of cute. Ooh, no, wait, they left the... Oh, shit. Whatever, we're here. The puzzle was solved this time, though. I know whenever I left gyms in the old versions, it reset the puzzles. Pain in the ass. Yeah, so I forget which metals did what, right? But there were certain metals that did certain things in Mistborn, and so it was like, if you burned one type of metal, it did one effect. You would be able to physically push your body weight against metal in the real world. If you were... if you burnt its opposite, you would be able to pull on it. Now, what makes that interesting is the push and pull thing is actually is physics-based. So if you pull a nail towards you, a loose nail, it doesn't take anything because it's pulling it to you. But if you're trying to pull yourself to a metal door hinge, well, it's been screwed and nailed into place, so it won't move and weighs more than you, so it'll pull you to it. So you're not pulling, so pulling is attraction, and pushing is the opposite, you're pushing away from it. But once again, if it's a door hinge, you push away from the door, and your body weight will be pushed away from the door. If you push on a nail, the nail will fly away from you. Physics-based, consequence-based. If you don't burn the metals, they're actually very toxic to you. So, like, very interesting the way that magic system works. Very cool concept. And then there's two different types of... there's some more types, two more types. I believe Feruchemists was one of them. Feruchemy. Feruchemy. Basically, they had the way that their ideal, the metals worked is like, let's say they had a metal ring, right? As long as that, so a metal earring, and as long as they had that earring, basically it was the earring was made of a certain metal. It would give them access to store away something of theirs. And it's an unusual sort of thing because it can be, I can store memories in this earring or in this bracer or in this whatever, in this metal is the point. You can store it in the metal. And so by storing in the metal, you are able to do a whole lot more. You're going to be able to do certain things, but you can also store things like age, sight, to be able to see better for a little while. But the trade-off is you have to then be without sight for a while. It did reset the puzzle. I just didn't. Fuck me. I'm just going to fight the traders. It's faster and easier. And there's only one more left, which is this guy. Yeah, it's so annoying. And I think it's almost time for my first bio break, to be honest. I just really desperately want to beat this gym before doing that. I really need to pee. Alright, I have to stop there for now, and I will be just back in a minute. I just need to have a quick bio break. I can just... As always, it just sort of sneaks up on you. So I will be back very soon. Please listen to the dulcet sounds of Maylene's gym, and I will return shortly.